Welcome to the final day of Embedded World in Nuremberg. This is day 3. I'm Nitin Dahad and I'm here with Anne-Françoise Pelé and Sally Ward-Foxton, my colleagues on embedded.com and EE Times and EE Times Europe. So we're just going to go through some of the things that caught our eyes again, both today and through the show. So Anne-Françoise, maybe I'll start with you. I've got some thoughts so I can go on forever, but let's start with you.
Well, actually, the key color that I extracted from those 3 days is that security is hard but essential, from the hardware to the firmware to the software side. Yesterday we talked mostly about the hardware and software with two companies, Codasip and TrustedSoft. And today I went to the ST Microelectronics booth to talk about their new solution, Secure Manager. They actually leverage Trust Zone developed by ARM, and that provides the PSA certification. And ST also worked with a French company, Proven Run, and that provides the core and the security services. And what is really interesting in their solution is that it's the first trusted execution environment, and all the assets, the essential assets, are isolated, are in the secure zone. So the cryptographic key, everything is in the secure zone, isolated from the application where the potential attacks may occur. So ST Microelectronics is considering a deployment in all the STM32.
Yes, and Proven Run is also here with a small booth, so that's quite interesting. Sally, I'll turn to you.
So I've been to see a couple of companies doing neuromorphic chips, so kind of brain-inspired, ultra low power stuff, which is super cool. Innoterra, the European startup, are here, actually just a few booths away from us. Their offering is super cool because it's analog, like it's actual analog, like your actual brain. They've been around for a couple of years. The demo they're showing over there was audio scene classification in under a milliwatt, so perfect for always on. They have a new chip coming with double the number of neurons, which is very exciting. They can do all different kinds of time series data. So yeah, it's very exciting to see that actually in analog. I think is crucial. I also went to visit BrainChip today. BrainChip also quite well known in the neuromorphic space. Their processor is digital, but again, we're talking about underneath 1 milliwatt, or well under 1 milliwatt. They have a demo on the Edge Impulse booth, which is object classification with very low power and very, very fast. Yeah, it was super cool to see it up and running in real life.
Yes, and I think while we've been highlighting quite a few sort of companies that we found of interest, should also emphasize, when you enter into Hall 4A, you really see a lot of activity on ST Microelectronics, on NXP, on Infineon, Texas Instruments, and then further back on Microchip and various others. So it is the show for the embedded systems world, and I think those booths are really, really busy. In terms of things like I've seen, audio is quite interesting because I also visited, it was yesterday, Synaptics, and they were showing me the new audio transducer solution they have, which means you don't need a speaker on the phone, so it can be quite encased. That was quite interesting. I think they won an award. This morning I went to see Microchip, and they've got a new encryption solution, security solution for disposable accessories, because a lot of them now are going to be connected in some way, and you need that security. So they were giving me the lowdown on what they're providing with that, and the whole sort of provisioning service that they provide also to their customers at various levels. One thing that surprised me was they go down to 2,000 minimum order quantity, where I thought it was just for high volume, but so that sort of opens up a provisioning and security for a lot more smaller companies, which is quite interesting. The other trend, I think, and I went to see another company called RT Labs, and they're doing the UFI product, which is basically a layer on top of a hardware, so customers don't need to worry about industrial networking like Profibus and Ethercat and all that. So what that tells me, and from the other people I've spoken to over the week, is there's a lot of, and I think it's been happening over the years, moving up the value chain so that they can help customers who don't have the expertise or skills to actually develop embedded systems. So it's like the boards, the systems on modules, and then we talked about chiplets this morning as well at the Very Silicon event. So it's kind of like trying to make it easier for people, and that's kind of one of the trends I've seen, and especially with edge AI, edge vision, and then connecting that and security. So I think that's my kind of final thought. It's that trend which keeps moving and moving quite fast. Anybody want to say on that?
Well, maybe on another angle. Well, actually, we are preparing the EE Times Advanced Automotive Tech Conference at the end of the month, and as part of the preparation, I thought I would go and to the Nuvoton, where they presented their time-of-flight sensing solutions with 3D depth images. Because when you're in your car, when the sun shines and the birds are singing, it's all good. But it's quite different when it's raining or a thunderstorm. So the solution claims a good tolerance with sunlight tolerance and motion blur, and so it's claimed to be efficient for object detection.
Sally, what else?
So I think my final thought from all of the 3 days we've been here is about always on. Always on AI is absolutely a thing, and it's definitely happening today in many, many places. So when we talk about always on, it's under a milliwatt. So we really are talking about pushing the boundary of power consumption for small AI models. You're going to start to see more and more of this coming soon as well.
Absolutely, and I mean, notwithstanding the products and solutions we've been seeing, the other big thing about Embedded World, this is the show for the embedded community to come together, and it's been a good opportunity for me to connect with a lot of old colleagues and associates. So I think it's been quite a good show for me as well, from technology as well as people. So on that note, I'm going to close this, and it's goodbye from the team here, and we'll see you at the next one. Probably next will be at DAC, so we'll see you at DAC.